Heart of the Matter wouldn't be possible without the support of our sponsors, Coast News Group, Godania Organic Eatery, Repegs, and John Milkowski Tax Law. Together, let's get to the heart of the matter. Welcome to the Heart of the Matter podcast. I'm Junon.
And I'm Susan Billings. Thank you for joining us. If you like this podcast, go ahead and like and subscribe, and grateful that you're tuning in. Today we have Repegs here.
Yeah,
so
Sybil.
excited to have you, Sybil.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
So, like we said, I like going in blind so I can ask you all the questions that I feel like our audience would love to ask if they were sitting here on the couch. So just begin from the beginning. Well, you've lived here for how long? First of all, how long have you lived in San Diego?
Well, I was born in San Diego, and then I moved to Washington, D.C. when I was 5 years old. My dad worked for the U.S. government. He's worked for every president since 1975 until 2016. He retired in 2016.
Wow.
And so we grew up outside the Beltway in Virginia. My dad worked for Treasury, and then he went to U.S. embassies overseas. So when I was 12, he came home, maybe I was 11. He came home to dinner and said, okay, guys, we're moving to Japan. And being a seventh grader in middle school, those awkward years, especially for, like, it's just awkward. He's like, I don't want to move to Japan. Where's Japan? Why are we moving to Japan? And he had got a job as the financial attaché at the U.S. Embassy in Tokyo.
Oh.
Wow.
My mom decided to stay back in Virginia because her career was flourishing. And so my dad took my brother and I to Tokyo. And it was the craziest, most memorable imprint on my life as growing up as a teen or a kid, because it was such a foreign culture. Have you been to Japan?
No.
I've been there, but yeah, I'm sure it's a culture shock coming from here to there. Wow.
Yeah, Virginia to there.
How many years were you there?
I was only there a year and a half. So I went to 8th grade there, and I went to the American school in Japan, which is so you have the private sector, which, there's advertising agencies, and then you had the embassy. So that's all the kids that went to the American school in Japan. It was like a state-of-the-art school, so beautiful, so incredible.
Awesome.
And so we would take the train for an hour out to the countryside, go to school, take the train back. And just being 12 years old and knowing you were so safe and protected because the Japanese culture is so incredible.
Sure.
I heard that.
We had a lot of freedom. We had too much freedom. Like there was beers and vending machines kind of thing. So it was like, it was a city, it was urban, and everybody had a lot of freedom.
How good was that episode?
So good. Let's celebrate.
Where do you want to go?
JoJo's Creamery.
Ooh, my favorite. Look at all the flavors.
They even have vegan.
Ooh, awesome.
Hi, welcome in, you guys.
Hi, thank you. How are you?
Good. Is there anything I can get started for you?
My go-to is peanut butter cup and coconut almonds.
So I'm going to do coconut mounds in a cup, please.
All right, that'll be $15.85.
All right. Wait, my wallet.
June, you can use Repegs.
Oh, that's right.
And you guys get 2 free cookies with those.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Repegs is so easy to use. Thanks a lot. What was the biggest culture shock going there?
I think being in a city of that, density of just like seeing swarms
so
of
many
people coming
Sure.
up the streets, and
But they're all very respectful too.
they're
though.
so respectful. They all stare at you because they know you're,
yeah.
a foreigner. So I might be wearing a pink shirt, but they're all in black. So I'm just walking in a pink shirt through this like sea
interesting.
of businessmen, and just being, like this little girl all by myself, and like kanji everywhere. There was no English, and my dad just threw us out there and was like, "Meet me at the embassy for lunch at 12."
Wow.
Do you think it's still like that? I mean, is it?
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
It's
Pretty
that-
consistent.
Yeah, I actually went back about 6 years ago, and I had an anxiety attack because I got lost.
Oh.
And no one speaks English, so
Yeah.
Sure.
I lost my group, and I couldn't find them. We didn't have phones on us, so it's overwhelming. But it was such a beautiful experience. So it changed my life, and
I love
then I went
that.
back to Virginia when I was about 16, and then my dad moved to San Francisco to join Bank of America. He decided to leave the government, and then he went back. So we just kept ping-ponging everywhere. But technically, I'm from San Diego. I went to college in San Diego. I went to San Diego State. I had my firstborn in San Diego. I got married here. So there's a lot of home to me here. But I really lived all over the world. So I'm from everywhere.
Now, I found that a lot of people that have lived all over the world often say San Diego is, if they could pick out of anywhere in the world,
special.
they pick San Diego. because it kind of has it's a melting pot
Yeah.
in a safe, beautiful way.
Yeah,
It has,
San Diego is special.
Yeah, it really is.
And every
Yeah.
place has the things that kind of make them good. But yeah, I think San Diego overall, the people, the environment.
Yeah,
It's
it's a good life here. Yeah,
that's good.
I like it a little more urban. So like I actually live in Brooklyn, so Brooklyn to here. So I have the best of both worlds.
Oh, really?
But I love the city. I'm technically a city girl. I'm always in black.
Sure.
How often do you go to Brooklyn then?
Well, my youngest daughter is graduating high school, so I'll be going back and forth.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
And you've been able, are you thinking like 6 months, or I'm curious because
Yeah.
I'm starting to nurture that idea of being able, and I hear a lot of people say that, like, you can be in multiple places and do multiple things.
Yeah, I think
Is
if you're not tethered to your things, or you're not tied down by certain things, and I'm not tethered to anything. I used to be. I used to have a home and a car and all these things, so I can just float.
Yeah,
which
that's
is
good.
odd for being in your 50s, but it's also a sense of freedom, because you look at some of your friends who are kind of tied down to the things they've built, and they want to have freedom, but
They can't.
there's those obstacles they need to get over. Yeah.
Oh, that's fun. That's
That's
good.
great.
So then let's see. And then when I was 23, I met my husband here in San Diego, and he was in the surfing industry. He was a filmmaker in the surfing industry. So when I got out of college, I started running his production studio.
Oh.
He needed a lot of help. He was just rising up in success on surf films. And my dad's an economist. And I said, hey, Dad, I really like this guy. We're probably getting married. And he's like, well, does he make money on surf films? I'm like, he makes more money than you.
Wow, there you
So
go.
I started helping in the studio, managing all these surfer boys, right? There's like pizza boxes everywhere. They have like 3
All different.
insurances. And so
Yeah.
I just like
wow.
kind of came in and put the hammer down and
Wow.
restructured.
With that experience, though, did you, like when growing up, did you kind of want to go into government work, or because you went right into kind of being an entrepreneur? So
Did I want to go into government work?
Yeah.
Actually, at San Diego State, I was majoring in poli-sci and women's studies.
Oh, you were.
I was.
Wow.
And so it's my one regret in life, because I really love women's work, and I would be overseas doing things right now. But I think I was so young at the time, it really hurt me to understand what what women in Saudi Arabia or Afghanistan were going through. I couldn't handle it emotionally. So I decided to go into a more creative business realm.
Wow.
So I would
Interesting.
have. That's my alternative life.
Yeah.
Right.
Do you do any work, any nonprofit type work? I mean, is that just...
Oh, yeah. So I was able to do that in my life. So I've worked for Qualcomm to do a virtual reality video overseas in Morocco, which was called Mothers of the Atlas, and it was about maternal health care and technology.
Wow.
Qualcomm paid for it. We premiered it at the United Nations, and that just kind of helped, raise awareness around how technology helps women. I made a film on Robin Lim, who's a CNN hero, 2012. She's a midwife in Bali, and she's really about just helping women, get nutrition, because they're basically eating modified rice all the time.
Yeah.
And so I made a documentary on her.
Really?
And then
Wow.
anytime there was like a hurricane or something, like we were always making, because you have the ability to make videos and raise awareness, so we would just like throw things out there and raise funds. So that was
Really?
fun.
That's amazing.
Yeah, lots of women's
that's
work.
so good.
V-Day, I don't know if you know what that is, but that's Eve Ensler's monologues. And then I do the International Women's Day for the last 6 years, which is an event to celebrate the theme. So a ton of that work, and that's my
so
favorite
you do a
thing
little.
to do.
You don't really do much.
I love that.
Just-
that's amazing.
It's been paced out over 15
Right.
years.
Sure.
Yeah, good.
So,
Good for you.
Yeah.
so
I
I kept my foot in it a bit without it being my career.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you started helping your husband with production, and then what did it merge into? Because I know you guys have gone into a lot of different...
Yeah, so we were running a
realms from
company. We
there.
had about 15 employees. We were producing surf films, and then every like snowboard, skate filmmaker would come to us because we had a distribution channel to all the shops. So we would take on their films and we would distribute. We had Steelhouse distribution, so we would do all the action sports videos, and then we would do all the production in-house. And there was a crossover from VHS to DVD, so we had like this, the machine was like $100,000, I don't know, it was just, you would like basically remaster the film into DVDs. So we went through like all the genesis of how everything changed, all the way to digital, all the way to iTunes. So it was that in media. And then I think we got a little burnout on managing employees, like 15 employees. And so in 2004, when we had our first daughter, we told our family we're moving to Bali.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
And
Wow.
so everybody was mad. Like,
Oh my
where are you taking our
gosh.
grandkids? There was just a bombing in Bali. Why would you go there? It was actually the safest time to go because there were so many bomb checks, like there was never an incident when we lived in Bali for 5 years. And then,
Oh, you lived there for 5 years.
yeah,
Wow.
we had a 5-year plan. So 5 years
Wow.
Bali, 5 years Australia. It was supposed to be 5 years New York,
That's amazing.
and then 5 years France. We didn't make it to France, but
Okay.
we made it through to New York.
Really?
So do you know the concept third culture kids?
no.
No.
Mm-mm.
It's kids who've never grown up in their home country, so they have like adaptability. They have like access to different ideas and culture, but they don't really
Sure.
feel like they have a home.
Oh.
So a lot of my friends that I went to school in Japan with were third culture kids. They
Oh,
grew up
right.
in Africa, India. They're all international,
Especially
expats,
embassy. Yeah.
Yes.
especially embassy.
Yeah.
And so there's a sense of I'm American, but I've never lived there.
Yeah.
Right.
Who am I? Where do I belong? What's my home?
Interesting.
What a great experience for your kids to have that worldview.
Yeah. Well, now they only want to live in San Diego.
Oh, okay.
So how do you ground them when you're doing that? What?
Yeah. Well, I
do
just
you
noticed
teach
they're
that?
incredibly adaptable. So when
Yeah.
COVID happened and a lot of kids, really shut down,
Mhm.
they were like, "Oh, my parents
Yeah.
moved us again, and they forgot to tell us, and now we're here." So
Yeah.
Ah.
Interesting.
they have that adaptability, but you can tell like there's pros and cons to third culture kids. You've got that adaptability, but you also have that insecurity
Sure.
as well. So it's a
Yeah.
double-edged sword.
Yeah.
They probably
That's amazing.
make friends pretty easily, right? Because they kind of have to adapt to different areas.
You have to. That's why I'm
Yeah.
so social
Yeah.
because I was always the new girl at school, which is scary,
Yeah. And you
right?
have to put yourself out there.
Yeah. So you
Yeah.
have to make friends quick. You
Okay,
have to
so
learn.
out of all the places then you've lived, what have you loved the most?
What have I loved the most?
Yeah, like especially in raising your kids.
Right.
Oh, and raising my kids.
Uh-huh.
I mean, Bali's magical. Have you guys been there?
No.
No.
Okay, well, it's Hindu culture, so they believe children are, gods,
Mm,
and they
love
treat
it.
them in an incredibly
Wow.
beautiful way. Everything's beautiful, thoughtful. So they had a magical childhood in Bali in terms of being exposed to the Hindu culture. The Balinese are so peaceful,
Love that.
full expat community there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really. There's, it's raw, but it's also kind of chic. So there's that
Yeah.
juxtaposition. And Byron Bay is Australia. Have you guys been there?
Yeah.
Sure.
Byron Bay.
Heard-
No, I
heard
haven't.
about it?
Yeah, I heard
Yes.
I
about it
always
though.
think that people haven't heard about it, but
No.
Yeah.
Byron Bay's I think more so on
Yeah.
the trendy side now than
yeah.
ever.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But that's where you lived?
So
Byron
in
Bay?
2010, we did 5 years in Bali. We were done. We moved to Byron Bay. My husband, my youngest daughter Mila, and my oldest daughter Jaden. So we moved to Byron. We didn't know a single person.
Wow.
We didn't even have a visa to live there.
Oh,
So I always call us the stupid bohemians because we just
Yeah.
spent so much money trying to figure things out.
right.
you know,
We're not buying a house here in San
Yeah.
Diego. We're like, oh, we need private insurance.
Mhm.
Oh, we need to,
Right.
do all these applications to even stay in this country.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't have a job here. Stuff
Oh
like
my
that.
Yeah. Yeah. What are the
Love
requirements?
that
So
you
if
did
you're, because how long were you in Australia?
5 years.
Do you have to kind of return every 6 months or
Well,
whatever?
we did get a visa because
did,
then you
okay.
can't work there. So
Right.
we figured it out quick. But
Mm-hmm.
but I had said to Taylor, my husband at the time, I said, well, what are we going to do in Byron Bay? I'm a photographer. You're a filmmaker. So yeah, we're traveling around the world doing our contracting jobs. He's doing commercials at this time, and he's like, well, we're going to get a beach house, and we're going to have Corona pay for it because he's working with Corona.
Mm.
And we're going to invite all these bands in, and we're going to film them and give them content for Instagram, which was just
Beginning.
2012.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, I like that idea. You're brilliant.
Right.
So I made the deck. He flew it down to Melbourne, pitched it, and then for the next 2 years, we had this beautiful, cool beach house
Oh my
in front of the
gosh.
surf break, and we had all these bands internationally coming through.
Wow.
And we were just like,
What a life.
there was a recording studio, so they could make music. We'd have,
Wow.
dinners.
Wow.
So that was how we got paid.
That's
That's great.
incredible.
So these are all pretty big moves. Were you scared or did you just have confidence? Like, we're going to figure it out.
Confident.
Confident.
Yeah.
Just the mindset.
I think being challenged in that way is like, it's like anything. I can do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Were you and Taylor on the same page with that, where it was both like
Yeah.
that combined energy of
We were
oh,
both
we'll figure it out.
risky, and
Yeah.
we would jump off a cliff together.
Yeah.
No
Oh,
problem.
that's cool.
Great.
Yeah.
Love
Yeah.
that.
And the
so
kids
much.
kind of followed suit. They have the
They
same
had no
type of
choice.
personality?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
but they loved Byron Bay. I mean, Byron Bay is the most magical place.
Right.
So why 5 years? Do you feel like there's a learning curve and it's at the 5 year mark?
It's kind of a cycle.
Is it?
Mm.
Yeah.
So after Australia, you went where? New York?
I said, hey, Taylor, I'm a fashion photographer and I can't live in all these surf towns. I need to go to New York City. So can we do that?
That's
and
amazing.
he's a surfer, so he has to, it's like a,
Yeah.
waves are like a bloodline.
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, they like will shrivel up and
Yeah.
die.
Right. Yeah.
And I was like, I've been doing this for 15 years. Like, I'm really evolving and growing and need to follow my own path. And so we were in Montauk. Do you know Montauk?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Also
no.
surfy.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, we can live here.
Oh,
So
right.
we took the train and we got an apartment in the city and we'd trade. So we were like passing ships in the night. He'd be on the train coming home to the kids. I was going to the city, doing my fashion thing. And then I decided I didn't want to be a fashion photographer after all. So I started an emerging tech media company, which is basically photography, video, but in the augmented reality, virtual reality realm.
Oh.
And then I got accepted into the New Museum, which is like a very innovative museum in New York City, into their technology incubator. So that was really interesting because I think it's 2016. And
All right, we've done a great job of branding the group and Heart of the Matter. We've grown to close to 600 people. Now, how do we market this? How do we get out there? Do we do SEO? How do we get the news out there?
Coast News Group.
the crew around us, there was like maybe 12 companies that got accepted into the incubator. They were studying things like the labor rights of robots.
Oh gosh.
And I'm like, I just want
You
to make
just
like a
came
Vogue.
into it.
Like I just want to
Yeah.
do like fashion and Vogue and stuff. So we
And
were
they
kind of like,
accepted you in, or they brought you.
well, it was basically like, how do we make female content or female-oriented content in these emerging technologies?
Oh.
Wow.
Otherwise, there was so many sports and race
Sure.
cars and shootings, or you're in a shark's mouth, all these adrenaline things. And I just was like, hey, what if somebody wants to, do a fashion show in Paris, but you're not there? And other things too, a lot of women's work and social stuff.
That's amazing.
So that was
Gosh.
2016, and then after that, you moved here.
So that was a hard thing to get off the ground because emerging tech,
Oh, sure.
I mean, it hasn't even hit right now, right? And
Right.
it cost a lot of money. So if the big guys couldn't make it, how was my little boutique studio going to make it?
Oh, sure.
I mean, in terms of hardware and the production costs, and we were pitching to like Adidas and all Michael Kors and all these big companies. They wanted the emerging tech, but they didn't know what to do with it.
Sure.
Oh.
It's not.
And the budgets are huge.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, you could pop up, like, we had a store you could pop up in augmented reality and, like, outfit it out with Nike, like, all this,
Wow.
tennis shoe stuff. But, like, you could walk into the experience, but it's all augmented.
Interesting.
So we had that, but, that $150,000, where do you
Sure.
pop it up? What do you need?
Yeah.
Which is really, you were kind of ahead of your time because, now it's become more of a reality, but back then, that's early on, early stages.
Yeah, it was early.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then, because I was doing so much female work, someone asked me to be a creative director for their company, which was a brand. It was a makeup company. And I said, yes, okay, I'm going to get paid for that. And then my ex, Taylor, was launching a tequila company, and he asked me to be the creative director for that. So then that's where Solento came from.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So he loved the tequila, and then I helped kind of get the brand off the ground.
Okay. Got it.
And then I was there, and I opened a skincare company, so Prima.
Right.
So now we're out of, media and video and all that, and now we're into like physical product, which is a whole different ballgame.
Sure.
And know nothing about the skincare industry, know nothing about the tequila industry, like nothing. So,
Wow. And just,
But you're just figuring it out.
again, in each one of these scenarios, you're ahead in
Yeah.
every single one. Now you have people that are like, oh, I want to go, raise my kids in Byron Bay or Bali. You were doing everything in advance. So did you have a lot of raised eyebrows? Were you used to people questioning you and what you were doing because you were so
yeah.
kind of far
Judged
ahead
as
on it?
parents for
Yeah.
not raising your kids in a stable
Yeah.
environment, judged for not having any assets in the U.S., judged for, being frivolous or not thinking things through. But we always knew exactly what we were doing and didn't care.
Or even bouncing from different lines of work. I mean,
Right.
that-
Exactly.
Oh, yeah. I think my parents were like, what do you do?
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, don't worry about it.
Gosh, I
Right.
love all of it.
I know.
Well done
Thank
on
you.
doing
It
really is
all
amazing.
of that.
Yeah.
It takes a lot
It's been
of
a very
courage.
rich life in terms of like experience and network and communities and,
Yeah.
and opportunities. So I'm very thankful.
So you have 2 girls
Yes.
now,
Uh-huh.
and they're nestled in like San Diego.
Yes.
But they have this whole background that
Mhm.
has contributed to them
Yep.
being who they are now.
Yep.
Are they interested in the things you're interested in? Are they like, ooh, I want to be an entrepreneur, or I want to create this, or what? Have you
Yeah.
seen that they're taking?
You know, I didn't
Your
really know
mindset?
what I wanted to do at 20. Did you guys know? I mean, I was
No.
experimenting.
Yeah.
No.
I guess
yeah.
it's experimenting.
Yeah.
Yeah, one's going off to college, so she'll figure that out.
Okay, yeah.
And then my other one's very artistic and creative and likes everything and, you know, wants to run her own company but isn't sure how. So we're just letting her kind of work her way
Yeah.
through
Sure.
that.
Yeah.
But she's very talented.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so Repegs then. Now this is your
Yes.
baby.
Oh, yes.
You have a new baby that's
Yeah.
come about.
How did you
How
get
did-
introduced?
And maybe just before you even start the story of it, tell the viewers just a brief synopsis of what Repegs actually is. Because I
Yeah.
think sometimes we get all excited because we
Yeah.
know and
Yeah.
we want to hear the story, but
Yeah.
give them maybe the
So
basis of
Repegs
it.
is an app, and it's basically a digital wallet, meaning you can pay through it. There's money in there. And it acts as like a local card. So it vets locals. If you have it, it's San Diego specific right now. If you have it, that means you get access to exclusive offers from all the local businesses. No corporate, no big business, but you know, the Good Anyas and the JoJo's. And it's a way to connect the locals with the merchants in a stronger way.
love it.
A super easy way to support local. You get special pricing. The tourists pay what they pay, and everybody wins. You know, benefits by increased traffic, more revenue, being considered. Like the user feels more considered by the business because they're recognizing them as a local. And so if there is a savings, like let's say you get 20% off at the pizza place or something, 5% of that 20% goes to one of our vetted local charities here. So we keep
I love
all the money in the economy because about
Cool.
70 cents of every dollar spent in the local economy stays. So it's a way to support small business. It's instead of, you know, Amazon and
Yeah.
all
I
the
love
things.
that.
So tourists can't use it. Like if you were to market it to your Airbnb guests that come as an app, it's
One-
really more
yeah.
so for the locals.
It's for
or-
the locals.
It's for the locals.
Yeah. So we have, you know, your county, let's say you're Orange County, you would see only Orange County merchants.
Oh, right.
Okay.
One day you'll be able to see across the whole nation.
Sure.
And you'll be able to use Repegs across the whole nation. But right now we keep it super hyper local focused. You might not get, you know, the offers that Orange County merchants are offering to you as a San Diego
Sure.
Okay.
local, but you can see, you can pay. It's
Yeah,
a payment
yeah.
method.
Absolutely. I love that. I mean, we always talk about, we're always advocates of community, but I love the fact that you really, with your past history, you put together this program that really helps local businesses, and
Yeah.
it's difficult to run a local business.
And
It
keeps
is.
the money.
It really is.
Keeps the money here.
Yeah.
Some money
Yeah,
here.
it's great.
Yeah, and it's kind of like a secret. You're part of a club. You know,
Yeah.
you know
Yeah.
what you're doing. They know who you are. And
Yeah.
I
and
love
what it
using my app.
means.
Anytime I
Yeah.
get to break it out, I see the sign, I'm like, you
Yeah.
got it. So.
It's fun. And you know, it's a baby. We're evolving and it's going to have so many incredible things. We're doing curated experiences, whether that's a comedy drop or, you know, different
Oh,
sorts
cool.
of initiatives like the Bubble Club, a champagne club, or
Oh.
so like premium level things, but you also get the different pricing and local promos that pop up.
That's a smart
Yeah.
idea. I
Yeah.
love that. So, what's the structure of it now? Where do you fall into it? What's your job within Repegs?
Well, I just got promoted to CEO
Awesome.
and
Yes.
co-founder.
Wow.
So I'm
good.
the only other co-founder
Wow.
of the original founder, and so I'm transitioning into that role, which is super exciting. We're only 6
Yeah.
months old.
Oh, that's all that it is. You are taking off fast.
I know.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
a known thing.
I see
I
it
can't
everywhere.
believe how
Yeah.
great it's doing.
Well, I
in
think
6
as well, I
months.
mean, we've met
Oh my
a bunch of
gosh.
people that work for Repegs, and everybody has kind of that same personality. Everyone's very outgoing. Everyone's community oriented. Anytime I message anyone from Repegs, they message back.
Yeah.
I met them for coffee. It's
Yeah.
How many employees do you have?
11.
You have 11 employees already in 6 months' time.
Yep. So we're part of the national team. So we
Jeez.
might have started in San Diego, but technically we know how to scale nationally. So we were building all the materials to scale.
Okay.
So we have chambers of commerce and business improvement districts and associations starting to reach out to us saying, oh, we've
Oh,
heard of
cool.
Repegs. How do we bring it to our community?
Right.
Which is the whole point, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, the other great thing I love about Repegs is the community builds itself. So if you're Orange County, we might give you the tools to launch in Orange County, but technically the people who are building whatever Laguna Beach or whatever, they're the people who really integrate and
Yeah.
take it where it needs to go. So all the people here, they're totally integrated in the
Yeah.
community. They are the
Yeah.
influencers.
Right.
Yeah.
That's so
Well,
so
and
great.
we've actually we're in the process of integrating into the group's portal.
Yes.
Can you tell a little bit, how did we meet? How did you find out about the group?
Joanne Frazier,
Yeah.
of course. Yeah. Joanne is one of the best people connectors I know.
Right.
I said to him the other day, how do we monetize you in this
Yeah,
capacity?
exactly, right.
So we could like give him his own club or organization. It's
Yeah.
like the Ponto, club.
Right.
And he could
That's cool.
do different things like
Yeah.
that. So there's the local premium level, and then there's a club organization level that's coming up, which is what we're going to put the group in.
Right.
And that means your members get access to different things. They see different offerings.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it's like a
Yeah.
benefit you can offer in your memberships or something.
Yeah.
So we'll be
Yeah, good.
experimenting with that. And then there's a university line that runs under us as well,
That's
which we
awesome.
haven't even launched, and that's
good.
really scalable.
Yeah, that's really great.
Yeah.
To have that.
So yeah, there's layers in there.
So how are you doing? Are you still doing the tequila brand? It's tequila, right? You have the
It's tequila.
brand
Mhm.
and then your facial
Skincare.
line, skincare
Yeah.
line.
Yeah, so I mostly I'm pretty full time at Repegs,
Repegs,
and
yeah.
hoping to scale it to 10 new markets, in the next year, Austin and
Oh, wow.
Boston and all those, great places. So full time with that, and then on the side I have my skincare line,
Mhm.
which is doubling in sales every month on its own.
Oh my gosh, how great.
So I think when I let go of control,
It works.
it started
flows.
just
Right.
selling
Isn't that
itself,
amazing?
Yeah.
I know.
which is so weird.
Well, I feel like you
Yeah.
built the foundation, and obviously the foundation has been very solid, so
Yeah.
it continues to
It's
grow.
a great product. I mean, it's hypochlorous acid. Have you guys heard of it?
Yes.
It's-
Well, I
I
use
have
it.
Oh yes,
So,
you do.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah,
look,
it's
you look
amazing.
amazing.
Why,
He got,
thank you.
he
Yeah.
got it.
71.
Yeah.
So.
Are
I
you?
mean-
No, you're not. See, you can say that and be Asian and get
Yeah,
away with
exactly.
it. People are like,
Well, it's a skincare line. Get it? So.
yeah, it's a skincare line. So our bodies make hypochlorous acid. Our white blood cells do to defend and repair our skin.
Mm-hmm.
So I have the lab formula of it, which is it's super powerful. It's natural.
Wow.
All the things. And so what I found was it just kind of soothed my skin. My texture was better. Some people use it for acne or like if they have a wound or something.
Right.
And it's a spray, right?
It's a spray. It comes in a serum formula too. I haven't released that.
Oh, okay.
But, so estheticians use it, like especially after microneedling or
Oh.
anything that's kind of more invasive if you're red and peeling. So they're my biggest
Oh, good. to
buyers
know.
and
Right.
clean beauty boutiques. So
Okay.
yeah,
Good to know.
and it's a new product in the skincare market, so it's pretty unknown. So it has a lot of potential.
Yeah.
That's great.
But
Yeah.
it is strange how when you release the grip, everything starts to flow to you on
I know.
it.
I'm like, what else should I release?
I
the
know.
grip
Sure.
on?
Because
Yeah.
it's hard when you're starting anything new too. You're
Yeah.
like, no, I have to be hands in it. It's
Yeah.
it's a balance.
Right, and I'm controlling. That's how I think things are under control
Mhm.
Sure.
to control them.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So it's been a lesson in
Yeah.
letting go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a big lesson. I think
Yeah.
we're all
So.
trying
We're
to
all still
learn.
working on it.
And then
so.
Solento, Taylor runs.
Okay.
That's my ex. So I'm one of the co-founder in that as well. But I left
okay.
that. He runs that. So that's running. Tequila's running. And then I'm also a shareholder in Caddis reading glasses. Have you heard
Oh.
of Caddis?
No.
No.
Really?
It's not like as much as Warby Parker, but
Sure.
yeah. So
They're
it's,
cute reading glasses.
they're cute and they really celebrate
I need
aging,
those.
I need them.
that.
I just I have
Okay.
the big
Because-
fonts on my phone.
oh my gosh,
We
I'll get you
haven't-
guys Caddis glasses.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they're really stylish.
Yeah, I want to
Yes.
see them. We haven't announced this, but someone is turning older tomorrow.
71.
Tomorrow is his birthday, and
It's
I
your
think
birthday
he
tomorrow?
needs-
It is.
Oh,
We need
Yeah.
to spray you.
I need
we
spray.
Need
I need to
put
wear my glasses on. I
Yeah.
need all the product, and I'll probably drink some tequila too. So.
yes. And I gave you the tequila, right?
Yes.
You're set.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah.
See? He's not even gonna look older,
Yeah.
even though we're celebrating.
Well, again, it's
He's
because
perpetually like this.
yes.
Well, I
Yeah.
think also similar to you is I think all the activity, everything that I do keeps me busy, keeps me young, keeps
Yeah.
me active, and I only do things that I love.
Yep.
And then that really kind of just
Yeah.
invigorates you.
Yeah.
So I think that keeps
Yeah.
you young. And
That's
it
true.
seems
Yeah.
similar to
Your
you.
energy I relate to your energy a lot
Yeah.
because you're so enthusiastic for life. You're an optimist. You love your community. You help people. Like it just flows for you. It's
Right.
effortless for you.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's, I've
Yeah.
had discussions with people, and I'm sure it seems like it's with you. We do a lot. At the end of the day, we're not tired necessarily. We're actually energized by people
Energized,
yeah.
and socializing
Yeah.
and being out. And you love the city. You love the city life
Yeah.
as well. You love it here too, but
Yeah.
it energizes you. Some people,
Yeah.
you go through a day and you're like, I need time by myself. And
Yeah.
for me, I'm energized.
Me
Yeah.
too. I love people. I mean, if I don't like you, it's a problem. right? So and I like everybody.
Because you like everybody.
But if I don't, I'm like,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
Sure.
you're either
It's
crazy
few and far between.
Oh, all
Yeah.
right.
or you hurt somebody I care about.
Yeah, that's the
biggest thing.
biggest.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's when the claws come out. I'm like, I can be,
Yeah.
bothered a little by myself or with someone, but
Yeah.
no,
It's protective.
It's protective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's when
Absolutely.
it's-
Yeah.
Well, I love that you learned in college that you studied that, because I feel like I was raised in a very man world. My jobs have always been all men. I have mostly boys,
Yeah.
in my family. And so I am thriving on studying about these women figures. And I wish that for my girls, they were on the fridge, that they were seen
Yeah.
daily
Yeah.
in history, these women that are amazing
Yeah.
role models. Because
Yeah.
what happens, and this is my new concept, was if women don't have that, then they're only looking to their mom, because that's the only thing they have
Mhm.
to look to as
Yeah.
a woman, as a role or an identity that they can
Yeah.
model after. And
Hey, can you believe we have 336 members now of the group?
I know, crazy
growing
how
so much.
fast that was actually in a
Let's
year.
celebrate.
Okay, you're always wanting, look at that. Look how quick he is to celebrate.
Well, we have to celebrate.
What are you looking for though?
With that corkscrew.
Tune. Los Cuernos. No corkscrew needed. What do you want? You want a rosé? Red. Another red. But you want Chardonnay, I'm sure.
Hey, this is
Pop that open. If there's anything that the mom does wrong, and because as women we have been so critical of each other, everybody's quick to criticize and be critical of their mother, because
Yeah.
that's all they had as their
Yeah.
model, and that mom may have failed in certain arenas, rightfully
Yeah.
so.
And we're viewed through a patriarchal lens, right? There's all
Yes.
those layers
Yeah.
that our
Yes.
moms have to do this because of
Yes,
this.
Right.
yeah.
There's a therapist who only talks to mother-daughter relationships because
Oh.
they can be pretty
Mm-hmm.
friction oriented, and she just helps them unpack all that, and it's kind
Oh,
of based around,
Love that.
hey, these are societal issues.
Right.
This isn't necessarily
Yeah,
your
your
character.
issues.
You're right.
Absolutely. And it's not until here I'm 50 years old almost, unveiling these things that I'm like, wait, what? Why have we never
Right.
had women stand at the front for us to embody? Now, other cultures do. And I love it because
Yeah.
they do put that as a priority. But
Yeah.
I know that kind of Western culture doesn't.
Yeah.
Because you're
do
right,
that
it's
very
a
well.
patriarchal system, and you know this, but I put women at such a high level because I've seen how my father, especially being an immigrant from Korea, how he's treated women. He's been married 5 times, and I've seen how he's treated women. So I have a kind of a special place, but I put women on a pedestal, and because I wanted my son to see that versus him to grow up with how I grew up, seeing how my father treated women, and just kind of
which wasn't good because he had 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Right.
Yeah, you embody a very divine masculine.
Yeah.
You provide a very safe place for women. I think that's why we actually, how many women are in the group?
There's 65% of our
Yeah.
There's an
members.
energy that you have because you're, the leader of this group, and I know that you are as well. But there's an energy of the group that's very comfortable and friendly and loving and accepting, which you don't find at other, networking events. But something about the magic you create here comes from you.
No.
So that's part of
Yeah.
it, holding that. Yeah.
It is. It's holding that space
Yeah.
for people to feel.
And it's fun to come here.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
That's
don't
what I
feel like,
want.
oh, I got to meet people and
Yeah.
you don't there's
Yeah.
no pressure.
And that's why I always say I only do things that I love doing.
Yeah.
The group is something that I needed myself. I needed community. I like having the diversity that we have. We have people that are tech CEOs and we have holistic solopreneurs.
Yeah.
I mean, but there's a balance. Everyone can learn from everyone.
Yeah.
Age range, we've seen it. There's people show up at 21 years of age. And
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is.
And
It's
it's
so
wide range.
diverse.
That's
It
great.
is
And it's
amazing.
growing and growing and growing
Yeah.
and growing.
It is.
Every week.
Do
yeah.
you find that you were kind of born a natural leader, or you had to cultivate that skill?
I think I was born with it because I think
Born that way?
because my brother is a leader, but my younger brother, he he was kind of groomed to be a leader, but he's not really a leader.
Yeah.
And so he kind of forces it, and he's taken on a lot more of my father's personality, where for me, it's the entrepreneurial spirit. And to be honest, I've worked since I was 6, so I've had a hard life. And so I've always wanted someone to help me. I wanted a rich uncle to come save me. And so for me,
we all do.
Oh yeah, right, exactly. And so the thing is, I got to the point where I figured out that person's never coming, so I have to be that person. So that's why when you mentioned the whole, if someone picks on somebody else, I've always been the one to protect people from bullies, because I want to be the person that I needed myself. So that's why I continue to do the things I do to try to be the person that they need.
Yeah. So if your brother was kind of trying to be a leader, what's the missing component, do you think?
I think it's kind of one, like you said, I think entrepreneurial spirit, a lot of it you're born with. My older brother, he's the food and beverage director at Notre Dame. He loves that job, but he loves that paycheck.
Yeah.
For me, I love, like you said, I'll probably follow you, jump off that cliff.
Yeah.
But that I think is different. I think you're born with that. So I think that's one. My younger brother, he was groomed to be kind of the leader. Yeah. But he never had to work. Yeah. So I think me working at 6 sounds horrible, but for me, I'm thankful for it. I have more work ethic. So I have that balance of the entrepreneur spirit, but I've worked hard all my life. Yeah. So I think
and you know how to share it, right?
Yeah.
And you're out there sharing your gifts and your wisdom.
Right.
I think you were born with a very big heart. And I think that even if you were to jump, you would jump with that heart. If you were to build a business, you're doing it with heart. Yeah. So much so, I mean, he spends that time every day getting to know people in the community, doing these coffee meetups every day. Because,
like 12 a day.
Honestly,
I'm a nervous
he
wreck,
really is.
I'm like, do you have 12 coffees?
Yeah.
I know. He's intently, though, with your heart, listening to their story. Yeah. It's rare. It's rare to find.
Yeah, you're very present. Yeah. I mean, I don't think I was born a natural leader. I think I had to survive it by moving and going, how do I get all these girls to like me and not want to beat me up?
Oh, right.
And so in that, I had to not only get in the group, but learn how to bring it all together for harmony and,
Well, it seems like you take challenges. You do not fear the challenge. And so you probably turned that into a challenge where it was like, how am I going to make this my strength now? I'm going to have everybody here. Yeah. I'm coming in as the new person. I'm going to leave being the one that
and my friends are always like, you gather all the women and all of a sudden we're a force and we're a separate subculture. Then all the surfers who are in their own culture and the guys are like, what's going on with all the women over there? Why are they all together all the time and supporting each other? And
so good.
So, and I think my girls have benefited from that, just having all these like different aunties.
Totally.
And so they have their own relationships with my friends, which is great, So
isn't that the best?
Yeah.
When you have that that they're kind of taking care of some things that they feel safer with.
Because it doesn't always come from the parent.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. And again, you're leading by example too. And I feel like we're very similar in that you get energized by seeing other people succeed with you. So I think that's a lot of it.
Yeah.
Too.
If I'm going up, my whole crew's going up. Yeah. And very loyal.
Wow.
Yeah. When are you writing your book? I got to read this book.
I know.
Do a movie.
I have
biopic?
3 movies that I have written.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
My favorite one, well, they're all my favorite, but I haven't written the whole movie, but the premise is there. And if obviously you want to go get it funded or something, but if I could just make them, I would make them. But one's called Little Libertines, and it's about kids growing up in Tokyo.
Oh.
So it's, the freedom that we had, that sort of context of being 13 years old in Tokyo. And it has three perspectives. It has the parent perspective. So I interviewed my dad and because he actually didn't know what to do with us. He's like, where are you guys? I'm like, oh, we didn't go to school. We took the train to Disneyland.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
Or my brother's out at like a bar till 3 a.m, but he's like 14. So there was a lot of that.
Meanwhile, your mom, I mean, that was big for your dad to take on full parenting.
My poor dad.
Yeah.
Like my poor dad.
Wow, in a whole new country and be working. And that was a big,
working in a high position too.
Very high position. I mean, president, security. He was there when Bush threw up on.
Oh, you're kidding! He was there.
He was right there.
Wow. Sushi.
That's why I get through.
Yeah. Wow.
So it's just kind of about different cultural perspectives and. My brother had got into trouble with the Japanese by the way he treated
Ah.
someone on the train. And we had this whole assembly, kindergarten through 12th, and people were like, "So wasn't that your brother?"
Oh.
And we're diplomats, right? Like we
Yeah,
can't
sure.
be doing that stuff.
Yeah.
So Japanese perspective, our perspective.
Wow.
It's kind of like a coming of age
Yeah.
story, but you're in Tokyo.
I love it.
Really cool.
Maybe Lost in Translation meets Perks of Being a Wallflower or
That's
something.
amazing.
Yeah. I would make that movie.
What's your?
We're gonna make
what's
that
your other
movie. Yeah.
Ooh, one's called Court and Union, and it's about women and marriage and the pressures of society to be a good mother and a good wife.
Oh,
And if
wow.
you have a fork in the road, what do you do?
Oh my.
Wow.
And
Love it.
it's a true story for me.
Yeah.
And I was actually on a street that said Court and Union when it happened.
Really?
Uh-huh.
I love that.
It's in Brooklyn, and so it's really about it's not even about the men.
Sure.
It's about
Yeah. Good.
do I
Good,
disappoint everybody or
Yeah.
do I do what I want to do?
I feel like I
I
get
love
a
it.
call a week of exactly that scenario that I'm mentoring people on
Yeah.
every week.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
really hard. So who would you have star?
Yes.
Who's the girl in Samurai?
Oh, yes. What is her name?
I
Anna.
don't know.
Anna
What is her name? Oh, that's
Why
a
can't I
good
not
choice.
think?
Anna
Yeah,
something. She just
wow.
won a
Yeah.
Emmy or something. Or Gemma Chan.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah.
Gemma Chan. And then the guy, I'm like you, changes every week.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
haven't
Every
thought
week.
about
Okay.
it yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that you
Maybe
have.
Michael Fassbender, but
Oh. Okay.
let me think about that.
Great
a little
actor.
more. Yeah.
Wow.
So do you think you'll bring that to fruition? Or is
I
it
do
more
think
like a
that-
pet?
So
I
this
mean,
whole
of
conversation
course,
is gonna
everything
happen.
So I don't have a lot of regrets. Like I have really strong intuition, as you guys do. But I think not maybe learning more about the poli-sci women's studies thing is one thing I wanted just to have that kind of structure and
Yeah.
foundation. And then if I didn't make the movies, that would be a regret. At least one of them.
Yeah.
Sure.
So those are the two things
So
I'm like,
good.
okay,
Are you still doing photography though?
no.
No. Do you miss it?
No.
No.
No, I like business. Like to
Sure.
me, business is creative, and I like leading teams, and I enjoy the community and building communities and being with people. So photography is very
Right.
Yeah.
obviously it's a lens. It's very focused on the subject and
Yeah.
a lot of editing.
Right. So what time do you wake
I
up?
see now. 4.
4. Okay.
Unless
So
I was
you're
out the
early
night
rising.
before.
Okay. So you do start your
Look
day
at
early.
that.
Yeah.
Gosh, I feel so lazy this
Yeah,
morning.
I love this.
But I mean, I went years and years and years waking up at 4. I have 6 kids, and the morning time for me was my intuitive.
Yeah.
Like I'm not walking out this door until I'm in that alignment.
Yeah.
And if it meant 4
Yeah.
in the morning before, and it's a beautiful time in that morning, those morning hours,
peaceful.
because the rest of the world is still quiet.
Right.
So I think the
Yeah.
energy level, you just receive more.
Yeah.
Because it's not busy. Even
Right.
your surrounding frequencies aren't busy.
Yeah. No one's contacting
Right.
you.
Exactly.
It's either 4, 7, or 10. So it's
Sure.
not like I wake up every morning
Yeah.
at 4.
And you
but-
don't have to wait. I mean,
Yeah.
you deserve this time. So. Yeah.
I know.
So good.
Finally, I'm like, I
Yeah.
don't actually have to.
Right.
So I'm kind of enjoying my world with that. Yeah.
So how did you two? I'm interviewing you guys now.
No, yeah, I was gonna say this is great.
How did you two like? What is the sort of synergy between you two that you're doing the Heart podcast?
That's a
I'll
good
tell a story.
question.
So she was one of the early members of the group when we said hold it at Lazy Acres, and it was funny because we talked about it. She came in not knowing what the group was, but she came in. You had like
I was a realtor.
Yeah, realtor. So
I
she
mean, I
dressed
am
like a realtor.
So
She
I
showed up.
thought I was showing up.
You dress like a realtor. What does that look like?
Well, just like a you had a sport
I had a
coat or
blazer
something, a blazer
on.
on, and she came in, and everyone's kind of casual. She
Yeah.
came in, and but quickly you're like, oh, we
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
had a conversation, and I swear, I don't know if it was me, you, somebody cried, and so the conversation. But the entire time we'd have conversations, we just kind of hit it off because we kind of have the same views on life and things and community. So at that point, I had founded the group with Nick McCoy, amazing human being, right? I mean, Nick is amazing, but his business was taking off, so he didn't have the bandwidth. He couldn't continue, and we had already filmed the first podcast, and so we had such a good conversation. I was like, "Hey, do you want to do the podcast?" And
Well,
then-
yeah, Nick and I actually, we went to Allie's house, a house that I sold. And Nick's like, I am so afraid of the camera. I'm like, I'm so afraid of the camera. Let's just pretend and practice.
Do you ever watch
doing
back?
our own. Never.
Never. Just let it go.
Uh-uh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Throw it out there.
So I think one time I I'll watch for 2 seconds, and it's so
Yeah.
I can't
Yeah, I
even.
can't.
I
So
could probably listen to it,
turn
but
off.
not see like the.
Oh, I can't
Yeah.
listen to my voice. No.
Yeah,
you can't
yeah.
listen to your voice.
No.
You have a great voice.
Oh, thank you. But
It's
when
got
I
that,
hear
it's
it,
got that, little.
I don't know.
Is that baritone?
Yeah,
Whatever.
yeah.
Yeah.
You have
know.
a good voice.
We'll
Yeah,
see.
it's hard to,
It is hard.
to
Yeah.
watch yourself. So so Nick and I were trying to do
Yeah.
it for our own individual businesses and filming each other, and then you're like, well, let's just do it
together.
as a podcast.
Yeah, and then we
um,
did the episode. So I did one with Coast News with Nick. It went great. It little too long, and then we did the podcast at my barber's, Lucadia Barbershop.
Yep.
And I was getting a haircut, and I fell asleep. I pretty much fell
He
asleep.
kind of was
You
like
fell
zoning
asleep getting a
off
haircut?
during
Oh,
the
all the
haircut.
time.
Oh,
'Cause
okay.
he was doing the haircut at the barbershop for the podcast.
Well, it was like a 2.5 hour.
So Nick and I are sitting there trying to
Carry
hold the whole
Yeah.
conversation down.
Yeah.
But Nick had to. He has
He
too
had
much
to kind of
work
exit,
doing
and
the
then
Okay.
so I was like, "Hey, do you want to be in it?"
Yeah.
Again, we met, had a great conversation, and then it was just kind of natural because we don't try to be.
We didn't know what we were doing.
Yeah, we don't know. We still
Yeah.
don't know.
We
To
still
be
don't
honest, we just have a conversation.
Well, you
I
said
think-
it's like a coffee talk,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So we're sitting here as
And we-
friends. There just happens to be a camera
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, and you literally, I mean, I truly, each person that is on the podcast,
Yeah.
I'm like, gosh, these
Super
are my best
interesting.
friend. They
Yeah.
are such good people.
We can be best friends.
I know, I want to because you connect in that kind of dialogue and you see what they started their life
Yeah.
and,
Yeah.
and how it's evolved. And I always leave the podcast, we always do. We leave
Yeah.
the podcast
Yeah.
and we're like, wow, what a person.
Yeah.
What a person.
We're always
So-
inspired by it.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. That's really why. But that's why we do the podcast is so that the community gets to
To
understand
know
you
you.
Yeah.
on a personal level versus
Right.
just
Yeah.
Repegs, which is great. It's a
Yeah.
phenomenal,
Yeah.
phenomenal company.
Yeah.
But
Brandon, what's going on? This is going to be our biggest deal. We can't be down.
I don't know, man. I've been trying to reach tech support for hours now. They're not responding. They said they're probably not going to get back to us for the next couple of days.
Tennessee Tech told you this was going to happen. Let's call them right now. They do the tech support, cybersecurity. They can help us.
Let's do it. All right, team. Great job. Because of Tennessee Tech, we were able to present this and close it. Good job, team.
if they get to know you, they're going to be more invested in Repegs, and that's what we want.
Yeah.
And then that's what we try to
Yeah.
kind of convey. But we're just interested. Every time we invite someone to do the podcast, we're just interested in it.
Yeah.
And then that's what we don't try to make it a Q&A
Sure.
conversation.
Yeah.
So
Can I tell you how Repegs got here?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Okay, so 2004, I had Jaden, my first child, here, and I needed a mother's helper, not necessarily a nanny, but a mother's helper. So I put an ad out at UCSD on Craigslist,
oh
and I got Hillary, and I hired Hillary, and the first thing I had her do was put a label maker on our 300 DVDs, like with numbers, and then catalog them in an Excel sheet.
you're
Wow.
kidding. All right.
Yeah.
That's organized and
Yeah.
good.
That's how like my OCD
Yeah.
control is.
Yeah.
Plus, we were really into movies. Like, we had art movies and like every good movie, Tarantino. So
Oh
it
yeah.
was a way to go through and figure out,
What
where
you
to find our
have.
movies.
Yeah.
So she did that, and she's like, "Ugh, this lady's intense." But anyway, I mean, we got along really well. So she went off, and I went off to Bali. And then about 15 years later, she's American.
Mm-hmm.
She Facebooked me and said, "Hey, I'm in Australia. My twin sister moved here. Aren't you here? I feel like you're here." And I
Wow.
said, "Yeah, I'm in Byron Bay." She was in Melbourne, and she goes, "Where's that?" And I said, "Oh, it's the most magical place in the world. You have to visit it if you're in Australia."
Oh, so bad.
So, flash forward to 2023. So that was maybe 2016 or something. She said, "Hey, I'm coming to the U.S. Do you want to have coffee?" And I said, "Sure, of course, yeah. I'd love to see you. I haven't seen you for 20 years." And so now she's an American living in Byron Bay with 2 little girls, same age as
Wow, that you
as I was when I was there.
Yeah.
And so she starts telling me about this app that they have in Byron Bay that she's working for called Local Pegs. And she's like, "I think it would do great in the U.S. And she told me a little bit about it. I didn't really understand it. And I was like, "Oh, cool, yeah, okay." And then, when we were getting up, she said, I said, "Let me know how I can help you in any way. It sounds, cool." And she goes, "Do you want the job?" And I'm like,
Oh.
"What job?" And I just said yes.
Wow.
Again, you jumped.
Intuition,
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Of just like
I didn't even know what
yes.
the job was, but it sounded like to me that they would pay for all my meals at restaurants.
Oh, okay.
Right?
right.
So I just would have to go and be like, "Hey, try this local thing in all my meals would be covered, and I'm very social, so I'm like, well, that'll help
Might as
my
well do.
budget.
Yeah.
Next thing I know, I'm like, we need to redo the brand and
Oh.
Wow.
all the things. And I talked to the founder in Australia, and next thing I know, 6 months later, I've got 10 employees, I'm
Wow.
co-founder.
Are the employees from Australia?
No, they're here.
They're from here.
Yeah.
So the whole U.S. app is broken off, and it's
Okay.
it's like it's
So
American.
is the Australian one still going?
It's going. It's separate.
Oh,
They're
it's
two separate entities.
things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now.
So where did the Repegs come from?
Yeah, why Repegs?
Redoing pegs in the
Oh,
U.S.
Okay. Yeah.
Pegs to them means clothespins.
Uh-huh.
You know, Australia's
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
don't use dryers.
Yeah, sure. They hang
So
everything.
they thought of it as like a backyard thing. But Repegs is also pegs is also like a finance term, like
Yeah,
peg to the dollar.
exactly. Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's so cool.
love that.
Yeah.
Wow.
So full circle, right? My nanny from San
Yes.
Diego, or my mother's helper, my DVD
I love it.
person
That's amazing.
came back and hired me
Yeah.
20 years later.
Amazing.
That is amazing.
And I found her on a platform. She's
Now
introducing
you
this
get to be-
platform.
Right time,
Wow.
right place.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's
Wow.
a testament to you in general, that again, that she wanted
Oh
to look you
yeah,
up.
she
and-
loved you enough
the
to
connection.
even bring
Yeah.
you into it.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
Yeah, network's important. I think that's
It
where I'm the
is.
richest, right? Like network
Yeah.
and just
Yeah.
being with people and
Yeah.
collaborating with them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, being
Yeah, it's
not
good
burning your
too.
bridges.
Yeah.
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 This is great. You know how I never watched any of the episodes? I'm going to watch this.
What
There
episode?
you go.
Oh.
This.
Oh, this episode.
I never
Oh,
watched
cool.
myself or
You're gonna watch this
us.
one.
Yeah.
This one I'll watch because this is really interesting.
Oh.
Like I said, I can't wait for your movies to come out, your books to come out.
I
mean, this is-
know.
Yeah, if you know any
I
movie
know.
producers, actually, I
I
probably know
do.
some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. I know the like the Predator franchise.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the producer of that.
Yeah. Yeah, we can throw a Predator in there.
Yeah, why
Yeah.
not? And I know it's going to happen. With
Yeah.
everything that you do, again,
Yeah.
you put your passion in it. It's amazing. Repegs, I love. What's the best way for people to get a hold of Repegs? Sign up.
Yep. You can go to the website. Well, you can go to the Apple Store or the Google Store. Download Repegs, just Repegs, or you can reach out on our website or our socials. We're everywhere where you wouldn't normally find everyone. So yeah.
And reach out and ask her questions if
Yeah.
you feel like there's things that you're
For sure.
still curious about.
Yeah.
Because Natron always gets mad at me that once we start to close the podcast, I
Yeah.
have questions, and just now I did. So we're gonna wait. We're gonna close this down.
I actually do
But-
have one more question.
Oh,
As
see?
far- yeah, sorry, Nathan.
Sorry, Natron.
I mean, you're so inspirational. You've done a lot, and you can help a lot of people, and you are continually helping. Do you
Yeah.
do a lot of speaking engagements? Or are you open to it?
I'm super open to it, and
Okay.
I need to step into that more. And also on a national level, you know, my women's group in New York, they're all the best in the world. So they all do. They're on TED Talks. They're writing books. So
Amazing.
you know, I tend to be a little more not one-on-one, but smaller groups. So big stages are a little intimidating.
Sure.
But I'll get there. That's my one
Okay.
challenge I got to conquer.
Oh, right. Just jump.
Yeah.
Just
Well,
jump.
you
jump in
don't
it.
seem like you have any fear or nervousness or anything
Oh, that's
at all. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Thank
I think
you.
I think you have so much to offer.
Thank you.
Truly an inspiration. So
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
You guys are an inspiration too, and
Thank you.
I love
Thank
being
you.
here. So
Appreciate you being
Yeah.
a part of the group. And
Yeah.
again, the portal, we're going to add Repegs to the portal. So
Yes, check
That's
out
amazing.
Repegs. Get it in your wallet. Can you have it as your Apple wallet? Like, does it pop up?
one day.
One day.
One day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For now, we keep it in the app, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
it's
cool.
easy to use. I
Yeah.
get my JoJo's ice cream. with
Yeah.
Repegs all
You
the
love
time.
your JoJo's ice cream. Sometimes
Oh.
he texts me. He's like, "I'm at JoJo's."
Yeah. I take
okay.
pictures.
That's
Yeah.
good.
So, yeah.
That's cute. Thank you
So,
guys.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you. And thank you for tuning in. Again, remember to like and subscribe.
On
And
Spotify, YouTube.
if you'd like to join us at the group on Fridays, we're here at Good On Ya at 9 a.m. every Friday, and we'd love to have you here.
Open to the community. And again, thank you, Sybil,
Thank you.
for being a sponsor of Heart of the Matter.
Yeah. Awesome.
Thank you.